Hello. So I just want to review what we did in Earth Science on 10/26. I'm posting this late. I apologize for that. My planning got um, taken because I had to cover a class. Um, that's not your fault. It wasn't my fault, but here we are. um, Yesterday in Earth Science, we finished up chapter 4. And so remember, you have your textbook, it's under classes, and then go to shared resources. And we're in chapter 4, and we went over chapter 4.4. And some of the highlights of what we went over, you should have already read this. You should have already read all of chapter 4. Okay. Um, Extreme pressure leads to foliation. This is when flat layers form, and what you're looking for there is for the mineral crystals to kind of be lined up. It may not always be light and dark bands, all right? Sometimes you see that, but you're looking for the minerals to be lined up, all right? Regional metamorphism is where you have heat and pressure over a large area causing a change. So, like deep burial might cause this. So, like an oceanic crust being pushed down underneath a continental crust or under another oceanic crust. Contact metamorphism is when the magma or the heat source actually comes in contact with the rock and the heat causes it to change. Okay, now I'm going to zoom in here. So this chart is actually pretty useful. So it gives you the name of the rock. So this is a sedimentary rock shell. And when it metamorphoses, we call it slate, and it's foliated because the minerals are realigned into layers. Slate can also be metamorphosed, and it becomes phyllite. Um, So, and then we have schist. Be careful how you pronounce that. We have gneiss. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. Uh, well, there we go.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's pronounced nice, according to the internet. All right, hornfels. Now, this is non-foliated. And it has these layers, but it's non-foliated because the mineral crystals and stuff aren't aligned with each other. So don't let that fool you when you see um, hornfels. All right, quartzite is non-foliated. Marble, uh, and quartzite is used a lot around railroad tracks to prevent erosion, and marble is used a lot in construction and art. Metaconglomerate would again be a sedimentary conglomerate rock that gets metamorphosed. Um, there's a piece of marble that's been carved. There's quartzite around a railroad track. All right, and that brings us to the summary and the questions. So what we did yesterday is we went over the notes and the and then the students were supposed to answer these questions. Now today there's going to be a graded assignment, uh, and so or a graded due now based on these questions. So if you're a day behind because I didn't get to post this earlier, that's fine. I understand. But go ahead and make sure you've answered these questions before you do the open notebook graded due now. Okay? And that was pretty much it. We did watch yesterday's CNN 10. There's a bit about bananas, and we talked or about potatoes, and these people in the Andes who are feeding themselves and their families with potatoes and all these different varieties of potatoes, but they're also conserving the diversity of potatoes. And I thought that was really cool. All right. Um, Have a nice day, and I'll post another video in a little bit.